So 4 tips on how you can deal with anxiety and depression, sorry, especially if you're dealing with it on a daily basis. Okay, I already started stuttering, but I'm not gonna cut this video, all right? So, guys, I wrote down these 4 things, okay? And the first thing I would say, even because I go through this on a daily basis as well, is having patience. So the first thing you gotta do, you gotta have patience with yourself, because we're all different. We're all different. I'm sorry, pardon me. And then some of us, we have different levels of anxiety and depression. So some of us, we can have a really high anxiety level. We could be on a really, really high anxiety level where that thing messes with your whole life, whilst some of us could be having a little lower level of anxiety where it really hurts you, but not as much, to the point where it's really causing a mess in every area of your life, for example. So you have to understand which level you are with your depression and with your anxiety, and then like how much is this thing affecting you, and the higher the level, the more that you're dealing with it, the more patience you're gonna have with yourself, because it's not gonna be something like, to get out of depression and anxiety, it's not gonna be something that you will like take a pill or whatever and then next thing you know you're ready to go. You know, it's a process. It's like building habits, so then you can kill this anxiety, or at least control it, and you're gonna start creating habits every day to control it every day. Okay, so I don't know if you really understood it, but yes, have patience. The second thing is have people around you. All right, you gotta have people around you, and I know it's not the reality for most of us. Some of us, we're by ourselves. We have nobody. We don't have anybody that cares about us. But listen, if you have anybody that really cares about you from the bottom of their heart, because you know when you have someone that truly, truly, truly cares about you, and it could be a friend, it could be your spouse or partner or whatever. But if you have someone around you that truly cares about you, then make sure you stick as long as you can with this person. So really, make sure that you're spending as much time as possible with them, and open up. You gotta open up. What we do when we're depressed and anxious, in most cases, is we tend to isolate ourselves from other people, because we feel like we don't want to be a burden to nobody. You know, because again, people are gonna judge us. The world criticizes you a lot when you have depression and anxiety, and they say, "Oh man, you gotta wake up. You gotta have strength to get out of it. You know, you're being weak." And a lot of society changes people. They judge people that are going through this, and that's why we tend to isolate ourselves. But listen, if you have someone that truly cares about you, and if this person truly gives a shit about you, they're not gonna judge you. They're gonna actually care about you. They're gonna care about your mental being, and they're gonna be there for you. All right, because tomorrow it could be them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could be they could be doing really good today, but tomorrow they could be in a worse depression than you are doing right now. So everyone could go through this. No one is fucking immune to depression and anxiety. All right, and again, everyone could go through that. So make sure you stick with people around you. All right, if you have the opportunity. 3, you have to understand the roots of it. So every feeling that you have, there is a cause and a reason to. There's a root cause of it. So why do you feel this way? Why do you feel sad? There has to be something there. You can't be just, "Oh, I feel sad because I feel sad." No, there has to be something else. What is it like? What is it that is really messing you up? Is it your life? Is it the job that you work? Is it the people that you are hanging out with? Is it the city that you're living at right now? Is it the country that you are at right now? Is it the lifestyle that you have? Is it because of the past traumas that you went through? So you have to ask yourself what's causing it, so then you can start acknowledging what's going on, so then you can go ahead and fix it, or at least deal with it. Maybe for some of us, we're gonna have to live with anxiety and depression like our whole lives, but if we can live and control it every day, then it's not gonna be something that's gonna be painful, as long as you can deal with it every day. You know, it's like being addicted to a drug. Like, you may not ever get fully rid of it. Some of us do, but some of us don't. But at least if you can cope with it and you can control yourself to stop it slowly until hopefully one day you can stop, then boom. But before you do that, you need to understand that you have to understand what is causing it. So why do you have anxiety? Why do you have so much anxiety? Have you ever wondered why? What is it? Is this society telling you what to do? Is it the age that you have? Is it the work? Is it you're worried about the future? Is it your kid? Do you have a kid? Do you don't have a kid? Do you live with your parents? Is it why you're feeling it this way? Is it because you lost your job? Is it because you broke financially? Is it because you broke spiritually? You have to understand it. Is it because you failed in a certain thing? You have to see it. So look yourself inside and start looking and what's really causing it. I know exactly what causes my anxiety and my depression, and then what I need to do from this point forward is to take care of this very specific thing, because you need to put energy into fixing the right things. Otherwise, you're just gonna be like this, crazy. You don't even know where to aim at, where to focus on. So you need to focus on what's going on. And then the fourth thing, which is seek treatment. This is the best advice I could give to you. And I know, again, it's not the reality for some of us. Some of us, we need to pay, and some of us, we don't have money for that. But listen, if you are in a position in where you can seek treatment, you can pay for a therapist or a doctor or anything, then please go and talk to a doctor. Don't be this type of ignorant person that doesn't want to go to a doctor because you think that you can deal with everything by yourself, because the truth is you can't. I can't do everything by myself. You can't do everything by yourself. We need help. We need help for everything. So if you have the opportunity, go ahead and seek treatment, because the person that's going to treat you knows exactly what you're going through and knows exactly what to do. And like the last thing I would say to you, this additional thing, is to not stop believing in yourself. I say this shit in every video because, listen, if you don't have faith that you're stronger than your circumstances, then what you say is what you are. It's cliche as fuck, but it's so true. What you say is what you are. So if you say you're weak, so if you say you're not gonna make it, so if you say that you're never gonna get out of it, guess what's gonna happen? You're never gonna get out of it. But even if you're feeling broken, and even if you're dead inside, and you keep telling yourself every day, okay, I'm stronger than this, go to the mirror right now and say that you're stronger than this. Even if you don't feel like you're stronger than this, and even if you know you're not stronger than this right now, say it to yourself. And do all these previous things that I said to you before, and you have to do this every day. It is a marathon. You got to take care of yourself every single day. Like nothing is gonna save you unless you actually deal with the problem. Some of us, we want to escape through drugs, through alcohol, through doing a bunch of shitty, weird things, sketchy things, just so we can kind of forget about this problem. But then guess what happens? Boom, reality hits back as hard as possible. So there's no way out. So if you want a long-term solution for this, then you need to work on yourself right now. And it's probably going to take a long time for you to fix it. But listen, if you're truly committed and you truly believe that you're more than this, then I know you can do this. And I say that to you and to me, because I go through the worst depression every day. And I want to have my family. I want to have a good wife. I want to have a kid. And I don't want my kid being like I am. I don't want to have a fucked up family, like the family that I grew at. And I have to have faith. Even though all of my circumstances and everything around me is telling me that I'm not going to make it. So believe in yourself, do these things, and work on yourself every day, and build the habits for you to get to where you need to be. Okay? And if anything, I'm here for you. Okay? I know it sounds so cliche, but I'm here for you. I believe I have potential to conquer the fucking world. And this world is full of hatred and pain and a bunch of negativity. And I pride you so much. I'm so proud of you for taking care of yourself and watching this video and spreading positivity. Because in a world where it's full of hatred and a bunch of shitty things, you're doing different. And you had all the reasons in the world to do the wrong thing, but you're still choosing to be positive and do the right thing. So I pride you on this. So that was a little extra, but I say that because, again, that's from my heart. So guys, that's it. Subscribe for more, and I hope you can get better. All right? I hope you can get better. Don't give up on yourself, and be the light for other people's lives. because we need light on this fucked up world, full of anxiety, full of pain, full of trauma, full of lying and cheating and a bunch of shit. We need light. So be different for you and for this world. And life is gonna give it back to you in a certain way. Take care.